All rise, jurors entering.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons have anything with the Honorable Justice Diane Frenette, Justice of the Norfolk Superior Court. Draw near, give your attention, you shall be heard. Let's have a call of Massachusetts in this honorable court. Please be seated. Please turn up your cell phone.
Good morning, jurors. Good morning. Hope you all had a nice night. Jurors, we'll start today with the questions that we have every morning. Jurors, were you able to comply with my order that you not speak to anyone about this case?
Yes.
Were you able to comply with my order that you not do any research about this case?
Yes.
Were you able to comply with my order that you not access any social media or any news media?
Yes.
And do you all still have open minds?
Yes.
First, again, thanks for your obedience to those rules. We're ready to begin today's work. The record should reflect that all jurors have answered yes to all the questions. You can come back on the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Morning, Trooper. You understand you're still under oath?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
And you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I approach?
You may.
Trooper, do you recognize that report I just handed to you?
Yes, sir.
And have you had a chance to review that report before coming in here today?
Yes.
Is that a redacted version of what's been marked for identification I with some images blurred out?
Yes.
And so that would be a collection of text messages between the number identified for Brian Walsh and the number identified for Anna as far as contacts. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What are the last four digits of the Brian Walsh number?
The last four is 8646
And what are the last digits for Anna New?
7966.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would seek to have this marked as the next exhibit, the redacted version of I.
Any objection?
No objection.
The Celebrite report between the interactions of the phone ending in 8646 to 7966 is now in evidence as Exhibit 169. Thank you.
Your Honor, may I publish 169?
You may.
Thank you. Ms. Gilman, can we have what's been marked as 169 on the screens, please? Trooper, directing your attention to the first text on the page, which phone number is, what are the last four digits of the phone number sending this text message?
8646.
What is the body of the text?
Hello.
And what is the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And Ms. Gilman, could you scroll down to the next two texts? Trooper, which number is sending this text?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this?
Thomas asked if you were coming today.
And what was the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:53 a.m.
And then if you could scroll down, Ms. Gilman. Thank you. Trooper, which number sent this next text in the chain?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
I haven't heard from you at all.
And what is the date and time it was delivered?
December 25th, 2022 at 11:54 a.m.
Now, could you, Ms. Gilman, scroll down to the next text in that chain? Trooper, which number is sending this message?
The number ending in 7966.
And what is the body of this text?
My flight got canceled driving up.
And what was the date and time it was read?
December 25th, 2022 at 12:57 p.m.
Ms. Gilman, can we go to page 51? Trooper, this top text on the page, which number is sending it?
Could you scroll up a little bit?
Yep. I guess you'd have to go all the way up to 50. Which number is sending this text, Trooper?
The number ending in 8646.
And if we could go back down to 51. What was the time in the bottom corner of this text after it says sent?
December 30th, 2022, 6:33 p.m.
Now, Ms. Gilman, could you scroll down to the next message in the chain? Thank you. Trooper, which phone is sending this message?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Hello, Thomas found the phone playing on William's bed. William said he forgot it was there. Ha ha ha. Okay, call anytime.
What is the date and time? Now, this doesn't say delivered, correct? Or is there a time when it was delivered?
It does not say, sir.
What is the date and time in the bottom corner of the text?
January 2nd, 2023 at 2:33 p.m.
And so, sir, if there's no delivered, what does that mean?
I don't believe it was ever delivered to the intended recipient.
But there's a date and time. Is that when the text was written?
In the bottom right?
Yes.
That's when it was sent.
That was when it was sent, because there's a status saying sent.
Correct.
Okay. Can we scroll down to the next text? Trooper, which phone number is sending this?
The number ending in 8646.
Could you read the body of this?
Hello, where are you? Please call, text, or email. Exhausting day with the boys, and we had fun. Going to bed early. Big day tomorrow for everyone. I still love you. Ha ha ha.
And what is the date and time in the bottom?
January 2nd, 2023, 7:18 p.m.
And does this note if it was delivered?
It does not.
Could we go to the next page, page 52? Which number sent this message, sir?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Hello.
And what is the date and the time?
January 3rd, 2023 at 6:39 a.m.
Does this denote if it was delivered?
It does not.
Could we have the next text? Which number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
Where are you?
And what is the date and time of this?
January 3rd, 2023, 6:39 a.m.
And this has a status of sent?
Yes.
Could we have the next message? Which number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
I'm worried. Please call or email.
And what time was this sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 6:39 a.m.
Could we go to page 53? Which number sent this message, sir?
The number ending in 8646.
What is the body of this?
Where are you? I just called and it went straight to voicemail. Calling you in Viber now.
And what is the date and time this message was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 8:30 a.m.
Can we have the next message, please? Which number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this text?
I will call after I drop the boys. If I don't hear from you this morning, I'm going to report you missing.
What is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023 at 8:32 a.m.
And going down to the next message, what number sent this message?
The number ending in 8646.
What is the body of this message?
Hello, I texted your sister and Alyssa. I am calling Jeff if I don't hear from you. Where are you?
And what is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 12:16 p.m.
Going down to page 54. Sir, which phone sent this message?
The number ending in 8646.
And what does the body of it say?
Hello?
And what is the date and time it was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 7:03 p.m.
And the next message, sir, which phone sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of this text?
Where are you? The boys and I are worried. I'm calling work tomorrow if I don't hear from you.
And what is the date and time this was sent?
January 3rd, 2023, 7:04 p.m.
Going down to the next message. What is the phone number that sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of that?
Where are you?
And what is the date and time that was sent?
January 4th, 2023 at 10:14 a.m.
And can we go to page 55 for the final message? Sir, what number sent this?
The number ending in 8646.
And what is the body of it?
I am calling Jeff now.
And what is the date and time it was sent?
January 4th, 2023, 10:15 a.m.
For the messages on January 2nd through January 4th of 2023, does any of the messages denote that they were delivered?
It does not appear that.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Cross-exam.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yesterday you testified to what you referred to as location data, correct?
Yes.
And the location data that was retrieved by apps, various apps that are contained on the devices.
Yes.
And is it fair to say that with regards to apps being able to collect location data, that service can be turned off in those devices?
If the user decides to.
Okay. And if the user decides to turn off the location tracking aspect of any app, then that particular app just does not collect the location data, correct?
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay. So, to the best of your knowledge then, if someone knew how to turn off the location data for all the apps on any device that they were using to go from point A to point B, you wouldn't have that data that you told us about yesterday.
The phone collects quite a bit of data at all times.
I thought you just answered the second to last question. To the best of my knowledge, if you turned off the apps, the device would not collect location data.
Well, app-specific location data. Yes.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to speak up if you don't mind.
You're asking about app-specific location data, correct?
All right, yes.
Okay, yes.
So, are you telling this jury that if someone turned off the location tracking aspect of an app, that you would still get location data from other sources?
There's a possibility, yes.
Possibility. All right. I want to focus your attention now to Exhibit 161. That is that's the Safari search history.
Okay, yes.
When you say okay, you mean yes?
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Okay. I don't want to confuse you. If I ask a question, just tell me, ask it again, and I'll.
Yes, sir.
That's the Safari search history of the Apple iPhone 13 mini, and it ran a date range of December 25th, 2022 to January 4th of 2023. Is that right?
Correct.
And then that same exhibit, and I think it was referred to yesterday, contains what was referred to as Chapter 2. You recall that? And the Chapter 2 is the Safari web history of the same device that runs from December 31st, 2022, from 9:28 a.m. to 9:31 a.m.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you testified yesterday that even though the data would be collected and extracted from those two sources, the search history and the web history, that the web history would generally contain additional and more detailed information?
That's correct.
And who was it that decided then to limit the web history information included in Exhibit 161 to only 1 day for just a couple of minutes?
It was a decision by the prosecution team.
Okay. And so you told us yesterday that you work for the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
So, and you told us yesterday that you're an investigator, correct?
Yes.
And so as part of your role as an investigator with the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, is it fair to say that you take direction from the district attorney that's prosecuting a particular case?
More collaboration. We bring the investigative piece, and they bring the legal advice and piece to the case.
Do you ever then inform the district attorney, whoever it is that you're working with on a particular case, that, for instance, web history would have additional information that might help explain entries that were found in the search history?
I present the data that is extracted from the device.
So my question was, do you ever take the time to explain to the district attorney assigned to the case you're working on with them that the web history would contain additional information in addition to the search history?
Yes.
So in any event, with regards to Exhibit 161, you were instructed or advised to only include the web history for 1 day, December 31st, and only for a few minutes.
Well, that particular searches were on Apple Maps, which were contained on Safari history, search history.
Were you instructed not to include certain information in Exhibit 161 then?
We had the date range of December 25th, 2022 through January 4th, 2023, sorry.
And what about the web history? Were you instructed only to limit the inclusion in Exhibit 161 to that 1 day, December 31st?
We only chose to do that specific, those specific searches from 9:28 to 9:31 a.m.
Okay. I'm just going to ask, and it's probably me. I can barely hear you.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I might be going deaf.
That's fine.
Jurors, are you able to hear?
And
Right.
Apologize.
That's my concern. But you need to be able to hear him as well. I'm concerned about that.
I understand.
Attorney Tipton.
I
will
understand.
do my best.
Yesterday, you were asked, let me ask this. You would agree, wouldn't you, that in the search history included in Exhibit 161, that at page number 1, number 9, there are indications of a search involving Expedia and other flight-related searches?
Could you show me that, sir?
Sure. Do we have Exhibit 161? I think it's... May I approach you?
You may.
Thank you, sir.
Should I refer to you as Trooper? Or do you have another title? I just don't want to misstate.
No, that's fine, sir.
Trooper?
Yeah, that's...
So, Trooper Keefe, I want to focus your attention now to page 1 and the entry number 9. Am I correct in saying that that references a search related to Expedia?
That's correct.
And that search occurred at 12:25:22 at 11:39 a.m. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And those searches related to Expedia, they continue through record number 20 at page 2. Is that correct?
Yes, it goes from Expedia to Check a Flight to Check a Flight JetBlue.
All right. So yesterday you told us and you testified to one entry having to do referring to JetBlue, correct?
Yes.
There's a number of searches in Exhibit 161, isn't there, that have to do with searches for Expedia and flight information?
Yes.
And once again, if you were to look at the Safari web history of the same device for this same information at the same time, you would find more information and put context into that search. Is that accurate?
Yes, there would be more information.
Okay. But as you sit here today, and based on what is and is not included in Exhibit 161, you can't give us more context to any of those searches regarding flight information, can you?
No.
Yesterday, and I'm going to ask you to turn to page 4. Yesterday, you were asked questions about an entry on page 4, record number 42. Am I saying that right when I refer to record number 42? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. That was a search regarding what?
Number 42. Would you like to read the date, time, or just the search term, sir?
You can read it anything you want.
Okay.
Yes, to make it complete.
Item 42. The search occurred on December 25th, 2022, 12:28 p.m. And the search was Xmas Day plane crash.
Okay. And those types of searches, and when I say those types, the subject matter that's contained in record number 42, it continues through record number 45 on page 4, doesn't it?
Yes.
And that is timestamp 12/31/03 at record number 49.
Correct.
Now, yesterday you were also asked about a specific reference, and once again, page 4, record number 53. And that's the record that indicates Anna Walsh found dead, correct?
Correct.
And those searches continue through 12:45:58 on page 4, don't they?
Yes.
Now, it's fair to say that once again, if you had the web history to that particular search, that would give more context into what that particular search is that you just talked about at number 54, record number 53 at page 4. It would give you more information and more context, would it not?
It would. Yes.
You have no idea, do you, as you sit here today, what the user was thinking when he or she inputted that search that you just testified to, do you?
I do not. I know the content of it. I do not know the intent of it.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact, given the fact that you're an investigator, and I presume you conducted some investigation in this case on behalf of the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, are you aware of the fact that that Mrs. Anna Walsh, her flight was canceled on 12/25?
Yes.
And did you investigate the circumstances of that cancellation?
I personally did not.
Okay. So you're unaware of the snowstorm or anything like that that caused canceled flights?
I don't know the particulars around the...
All right. I want to focus your attention once again at Exhibit 161 to a number of searches that began at record number 445 at page 30.
Page 30, sir?
Page 30. And it's record number 445. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's fair to say, isn't it, that in looking at those entries starting at 445 and continuing through record number 495 on page 34, that they involve searches for what looks to be champagne or wine and varieties of champagnes and wines?
Do you mind if I take a look?
I don't mind at all. No, sir.
Okay. 445 through
495.
495. Sir. Yes, that appears wine and champagne
Okay.
through those searches.
And it's fair to say, isn't it, that you've carefully reviewed all these records, haven't you, before you testified here starting yesterday?
Yes.
And if you turn to page 62, beginning at record 924, and I'd ask you to just run through up to page 63, record number 943. Once again, a number of searches regarding champagne or wine or things like that.
Yes.
Okay, you agree with that, right?
Yes.
And we could continue to do this, but for instance, though all of those searches were being conducted on December 30th of 2022, weren't they?
The ones from line 924 through 943, yes, they were on December 30th, 2022.
And the searches between record 953 through 1016 on page 68, do you have those in front of you?
What was the beginning item, sir?
Record number 953, page 64.
Okay.
Through record number 1016, page 68. Once again, those searches occurred on December 30th, correct?
I'm still looking, sir.
I'm sorry. You tell me when you're ready.
Yes, sir.
And don't let me rush you.
Yes, those searches occurred December 30th, 2022, between approximately 7 p.m. to around 7:15 p.m.
Right. On December 30th, correct? Yes.
Correct.
And you're aware, in the investigation of this case, that Mrs. Anna Walsh had planned a New Year's Eve party to be conducted in the Cohasset home on New Year's Eve, correct?
Yes.
And you're also aware that, or maybe you're not, but there are additional searches throughout this as you continue to go down these searches that, once again, someone is shopping for expensive champagne, someone's shopping for champagne or items like that, all in the same time period, correct?
Yes.
Now, yesterday, you were asked specifically by the government to testify to an entry number, record number 1069 at page 72. Can you find that? It's at 8:38 p.m. on 12/30 2022. Record number 1069 at page 72. Yes. And you testified yesterday, and you were asked what that search was, and you stated to the jury, "I'm good." Correct?
Yes.
And you didn't give any other context to that, correct?
Correct.
As an investigator in this case, you are aware of the fact that there is a movie named I'm Good, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're also aware of the fact that if you were to look at the search web history related to that search, that it would further explain and give context to that search and that I'm Good is a movie. Is that fair to say?
I would have to see the web history itself, sir.
Okay. So you would agree, wouldn't you, Trooper, that that search that you were asked specifically about yesterday, I'm Good, at record 1069 at 838, that search regarding a movie occurred in between all this all these searches going on having to do with champagne and wine and everything else, correct?
This occurred after the ones you had me read prior. I would have to look if there were searches containing wine and champagne after, sir.
Well, let me focus your attention then, and that's a certainly fair and accurate response. Why don't you look at page 72, the same page, and record number 1078. Have you had a chance?
Yes, sir.
And once again, that's champagne-related searches.
Yes.
So it's fair to say, isn't it, Trooper, that when you were asked yesterday on direct examination and to specifically refer to that one search at number 1069, I'm Good, there's certainly nothing nefarious about someone conducting a search for a movie entitled I'm Good, correct?
Again, sir, I only know the context of this. I don't know the content the content, I don't know the intent behind it.
You would agree that these records that you have in Exhibit 161, if you know, they have multiple searches related to movies and movie titles, correct?
I just know the I'm Good one that you referenced, sir.
Okay. Well, let me just briefly point you to record number 1128 at page 75, if you can go there.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Starting there, if you could just start there, that looks like a reference to a movie or a movie clip, correct?
1128
Yes.
states tone MOV, TOE-MOV.
Do you know what that refers to?
I do not.
Okay. Just now run through the searches and up to and including number 1147, page 77. Can you do that? And as you look through those, there are multiple references to movies and movie clips, if you know.
Yes, there is, sir.
And then, finally, if you can look at record number 1148 on page 77, now we start some more champagne searches. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is, sir.
So, you're not, as you sit here today, you don't know who was actually searching for champagne and those related searches all during this day of December 30th.
I do not.
And you don't know who was searching for all those movies and things like that.
I do not.
And you wouldn't testify to the jury now that there's anything nefarious about someone conducting multiple searches for champagne or movie clips, is there?
Could you repeat that, sir?
There's nothing nefarious about someone searching for champagne or multiple movie clips during this period of time.
No.
And based on your investigation of the case, you did carefully look at each entry of the searches, correct?
Yes.
Now, once again, yesterday specifically, and you can turn to record number 1271, page 85, you were asked specifically yesterday by the government to look at that search. Can you look at that one again and tell us what it says?
Line 1271, dated January 2nd, 2023, 6:42 p.m. And the search states, "I'm good."
So you testified to that yesterday, and you gave no context to it, but once again, it's a reference to the same "I'm good" that we saw had been searched for back in December 30th, correct? While someone is conducting champagne searches, correct?
Yes.
And as you sit here today, then, you can't tell the jury that there's anything suspicious about or nefarious, that's my word, about this search you were asked about yesterday that was conducted on January 2nd of 2023 at record number 1271.
No.
Trooper, I'd like you to look at record number 1170 at page 78. That occurred on December 30th at 11:16:34 p.m.
$11.70, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You have that?
I do.
What does that search?
Search occurred on December 30th, 2022, 11:16 p.m., and it states nightshade.
Okay. Now, you're an investigator assigned to the district attorney's office, and you worked on this case. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what is that nightshade referring to?
Would you like me to explain the searches below? I believe it's related to what you're asking.
Absolutely, if that helps.
Yes. It says nightshade noodle bar.
And those searches go through record number 1175 through page 79 regarding nightshade and noodle bar and things like that.
Yes.
So tell us, Trooper, what is nightshade or nightshade noodle bar? What is that?
I believe it's a restaurant.
Okay, and where is that restaurant located?
I am not sure. I am not sure, sir.
You're not sure. If I told you it was located right on the town line, close to the town line of Marblehead, Massachusetts and Lynn, Massachusetts, would that sound accurate to you?
I would have to search it.
Okay, so you haven't searched it.
No.
In the context of this case, you have, as you sit here today, you have no idea of then the context of that search regarding nightshade, do you?
It appears to be a restaurant, sir. That's
All right.
all I can say.
And are you aware of the fact that in your investigation of the case that Mr. Walsh actually made a reservation for a New Year's Day dinner at the Nightshade restaurant for himself and Miss Anna Walsh for New Year's Day?
I was not aware of that.
I would ask at this time to have this plug for ID only. Okay. Sure.
Anybody want to show it to me? That'd be a good idea.
How about Jay for identification?
Thank you.
May I approach you?
Yes?
Sir, you all set with this?
Pardon?
You leave this here? Okay.
Trooper, I'm just going to show you what's been now marked for ID as Exhibit J. Have you ever seen that before in your examination of the iPhone? The iPhone 13?
I reviewed the messages. I don't specifically recall this one.
You would agree, wouldn't you, that that message indicates in its context that it's a reservation at the Nightshade restaurant?
Yes, sir.
And what is the phone number that it was created from?
The phone number ending in 8646.
Did you, I apologize, did you tell us that you had or may have seen it? You just don't recall as you sit here today?
Yes, I reviewed the text through the past few years. I probably have seen it in the past, but I don't recall it.
At this time, I move to have that text put in there.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
The text message that's previously been marked for identification as J is now in evidence as Exhibit 170.
So much exhibit 170.
Thank you.
So is it accurate to say then, Trooper Keefe, that with regards at least to this particular text and the information that it contains, that to the best of your knowledge, nobody from the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, such as yourself, as an investigator, went up and talked to anybody at Nightshade or tried to get records of any reservation that had in fact been made on 12/30 for a dinner date?
I did not, sir.
Okay. Trooper, I'd ask you to look at Exhibit 161 at record number 1250 at page 84. It's a search conducted at 12/31/22 at 10:26:16 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And if you will, sir, follow that search up to and including record number 1270 through page 85 that ends at 6:42:54 p.m.
What was the ending line, sir?
Record number 1270
1270. Okay.
at page 85.
Yes, sir.
What do those searches involve based on the content of the search query?
These searches appear to be kids' play places, how to file for a charity, can you donate your lottery winnings, how to file a 501c3 for a church.
It's fair to say that those searches involve queries about charities and how to file charities related to a church or things like that, based on the search queries, correct?
Yes.
And do you know what a 501c3 is?
I believe it's a nonprofit charity or organization.
Did you or anyone from the Norfolk County DA's office, to the best of your knowledge, investigate what that charity search involved?
I did not, sir.
And that charity search was conducted on December 31st, New Year's Eve, at 10:26:16 a.m. That's the search at record 1250, page 84, correct?
Well, 1250, sir?
Yes.
1250 is can you donate your auto winning tax-free?
Okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't specifically include the word charity.
It does not.
Thank you for correcting me. As you go down to the next searches, 1252 on, it specifically starts talking about charities and 501c3s.
1256 begins the searches for
Okay.
filing a charity.
Thank you for correcting me. No one went and tried to find out what that was about.
I did not, sir.
Okay. Yesterday you were asked specifically, sir, to tell the jury what was a search at record number 193, page 14. Can you turn to that? It's page 14, number 193. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
And you were specifically asked what that search was about, and you told the jury it was about Autobahn, correct?
Yes.
And you were asked nothing else about any of the related searches that go through record number 198 regarding Autobahn, correct?
Correct.
And some of those searches specifically state Autobahn USA, correct?
Yes.
What is Autobahn USA?
I believe it's a car website or
Okay,
vehicles, motor vehicles.
Okay. And are you aware, based on your investigation of this case, that, and based on the content of the text messages between Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, that Anna Walsh had asked Brian Walsh to buy her a Porsche?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that they talked about him buying her a Porsche in the text messages?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that he sent her pictures of a Porsche? In fact, 2 Porsches that were for sale?
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
And are you aware of the fact that that took place on December 25th of 2022?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever go out in the context of the investigation of this case and talk to anybody at Autobahn to see if Mr. Walsh had appeared and was talking about buying a Porsche for Anna Walsh around Christmas time of 2022?
I did not, sir.
Okay. So I want to focus your attention to record number 418, page 29. And that is a search that was conducted on December 27th of 2022 at 6:17:23 a.m. Am I right about that?
Yes.
And the related searches to that, they go through record number 438, correct?
Correct.
Those searches are related to a Verizon store, correct?
Yes.
And they're actually location searches in some instances of a Verizon store, correct?
Yes.
And it's a Verizon store located in D.C., correct?
That is correct.
It's not a Verizon store located in or around the Cohasset area, is it?
No.
And are you aware of the fact, Trooper Keefe, that on or around December 27th, contained in the text messages that have now been introduced into evidence, that Ms. Walsh stated to Mr. Walsh that her phone wasn't working properly at the same time, 12/27.
Yes, I do recall those.
And that she told him words to the effect of it just literally stopped working, or words to that effect.
There was something to that effect, yes.
And he texted her back and said words to the effect of, do you want me to get you a new phone, or do you need a new phone, correct?
I believe it was something like that, sir.
And then in the early morning hours of December 28th, Mr. Walsh sent her information about, well, here's a Verizon store in D.C. that you might go to if you need help.
Yes.
And she responded back. Do you remember that?
I remember the messages about the Verizon store.
Yesterday, specifically on direct examination, you were asked about a search conducted at record number 1368, page 92. And that search was conducted on January 4th of 2023.
Sorry, sir, what was the line again? I just got to the page.
I'm sorry. Record number 1368, page 92.
Okay.
You were asked about that yesterday.
Yes, I was.
And you told this jury it was about the Mazda building.
The crossing building.
Oh, the crossing building.
Yes.
But you weren't asked for the context or anything of the sort. You just simply told the jury what the search query was, correct?
That's correct.
I want to ask you now to go back to record number 804 at page 54. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is it fair to say that beginning at 804, page 54, on December 29th of 2022, at 9:13:47 p.m., that those searches are related to the Mazda building also?
Yes, sir.
And those searches go through record number 825 at page 55.
Yes, the Mazda building, crossing building. Correct.
So yesterday you weren't asked about those searches that go back to December 29th. You were only asked about the search on January 4th. Is that correct?
No, I believe I was asked about those searches prior to.
All right, fine. Then I'm
Yes.
wrong. Do you know what the Mazda building is?
It's a building in D.C., I believe, near where Anna Walsh works.
What about the crossing?
I don't know the specifics, just building in D.C.
As an investigator in this case, and since you were asked specifically by the government yesterday to tell the jury about those searches, you went and investigated, didn't you? What had been occurring at the Mazda building and Tishman Spire regarding their management of the Mazda building and that area?
I don't know the specifics, sir.
Are you unaware of the fact, Trooper, as an investigator connected to this case, that there was a Legionnaire disease outbreak in October of 2022 of those properties that were managed by Tishman Spire?
I was not aware of that.
Are you aware of any letter that's contained, or let's strike that, that's not fair. Are you aware of any letter that was issued by the D.C. Department of Public Health specifically to Ann Walsh in her capacity as Regional General Manager regarding that Legionnaire disease outbreak?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you investigate and ask anybody at Tishman Meyer about anything occurring in October regarding the building that they were managing, specifically that Anna Walsh was managing?
Objection.
I'll see at the side of the bench.
Based on your review, Trooper Keefe, of the contents on the iPhone that is the subject of Exhibit 161, it's fair to say that in the searches running from the date of December 25th of 2022 up and including the end of December 31st of 2022, you saw no evidence of searches in the Safari search history regarding any searches for things like tools or searches suggesting how to dispose of a body or anything like that, correct?
I did not see any of those December 25th to the 29th.
Okay, and it's fair to say that based on your review of the search queries that were made, and are contained in Exhibit 161, what you see for the search queries, it's fair to characterize them as there's multiple searches for various actors and actresses and music and movies, piano lessons, kinder care, and even a dog barking toy. Do you recall those?
I do, sir, yes.
And you were asked something about yesterday, and I'm sorry I don't have the citation, and that's my fault, but do you remember telling this jury about a search that involved something called My Exes?
Yes.
Then the search right below it, I think, if you recall, and I once again apologize I don't have the citation, but I think you were asked on direct that it also had something like a reference to a song, correct?
Yes.
But you weren't asked to give context to that at all. You just told the jury what the search was, correct?
That's correct.
And you would agree with me, wouldn't you, sir, that, once again, there's just nothing nefarious about someone searching for what turns out to be a country western song, correct?
Correct.
Trooper Keefe, you in the past applied for search warrants, haven't you?
I have, sir.
And you know what the procedure is, correct?
Yes.
And you understand that, are you familiar with the phrase probable cause?
I am, sir.
And can you just explain briefly what probable cause means in the context of getting a search warrant?
Objection.
Overruled.
The facts and information pertaining to your investigation in order to charge a crime, more or less. More likely than not that this crime had occurred.
And it's fair to say that once you start an investigation, your experience tells you that you might get a search warrant that covers a particular time period. And if you get information, either based on the content of what you discovered pursuant to the search warrant or your continued investigation, you can return to a court and apply for an additional search warrant, can't you?
It depends what the search warrant is for. What the search warrant is for.
In a case where you're investigating what happened, such as this, what happened to Anna Walsh, wouldn't it be important to you to look back beyond 12/25 of 2022 to see if there was any evidence in the iPhone Mini or the iPhone SE or the iPad or the MacBook to see if there were any other entries that indicated that the person using those devices had planned to do any harm to Anna Walsh?
At the time, we did not have probable cause to expand that search warrant, sir.
Well, you certainly had, at the time, I'm sorry.
During that investigation.
During you have to speak up a little bit.
Sorry. Could you repeat the question again?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was.
You would agree.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll see you both at the side of the bench.
Trooper,
Yes, sir.
who was the Mass State Police officer designated as, quote, the case officer in the investigation of this case on or around January 8th of 2023?
That would be Trooper Michael Proctor.
And what does case officer mean in that context?
You manage the case. So you're the lead case officer. You delegate tasks and things that need to be done throughout the course of the investigation.
So you manage the case and you oversee the investigation. Those are your words, right?
Yes.
And it was Michael Crawford.
Yes.
And it is fair to say, it's accurate, that you, in fact, authored, you signed off on and applied for some search warrants in this case.
Yes, I did.
And you were the trooper in charge, being a forensic digital specialist, to analyze the data on the iPhone Mini, correct?
The iPhone 13 mini, yes.
But you yourself, then, just yes or no, you yourself you never applied for any further search warrant to look at more data on the iPhone 13 mini.
I did not.
Trooper Keefe, yesterday, you were asked to show what was referred to as a PowerPoint presentation, correct?
Yes.
And in that PowerPoint presentation, what you did was you compiled, with the use of the Lexis software, you compiled a bunch of data points and believe that you were able then to explain the certain locations of those two phones, the iPhone SE and the iPhone Mini, over a period of time, relevant to the investigation of the case, correct?
That's correct.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but one of the reasons you compiled that PowerPoint presentation, I call it a presentation, but you compiled a PowerPoint, was to try to assimilate and get a lot of information together so you'd have context for the information, correct?
Within that GPS data set, there's thousands of points. So this is just one specific point within that data set for those two different devices.
So when I use the phrase to give context, in other words, once you start using that location data, and based on your review of the digital data, then you can make further conclusions about what a particular data point means when it shows up on the location data, right?
Unsure of the question, sir.
Well, it was a terrible question, so let me try it this way. You know, if you just look at those data points individually without any context, you don't know what data point came before it, you don't know what data point came behind it. All you have is a bunch of individual data points that really don't tell you much of anything. Correct?
No.
Well, I'm not correct.
No.
Once you put together all those single, independent data points, you begin to better understand what the location data is telling you.
Once they are uploaded using the mapping software, it's an interactive map, and you can look at the thousands of data points day by day, times, specific dates, times, and they'll map out specific dates, times of the events of the location.
So it helps you better understand what the events were over a period of time.
Yes.
So did you ever put together, in the investigation of this case, the information that was taken out of the iPhone 13 mini? And did you ever take it and put it in some format where you compared it to the other digital data, for instance, that was taken off the MacBook Gray, device number 3?
You'll have to specify data. I don't know what data you're talking about.
No. The data on the MacBook about, it included the activity that was gleaned from the MacBook beginning on or around December 25th up to and including January 1st of 2023.
Is there anything specific? There's a lot of data contained within both devices. I'm not sure what you're asking me to compare.
Well, I think you told this jury yesterday that with regards to the location data, you had something like over 40,000 data points to deal with, correct?
From the iPhone 13 mini, yes.
Okay. So then you decided, out of that 40,000 different data points, you decided which ones you would use to help better understand what events occurred during that relevant time period that you testified to yesterday, correct?
Yes.
So I guess my question is that, did you ever make an effort to get all the data information from the MacBook Gray searches and then compare it to the data that you took off the iPhone 13 mini and look at that data and line up and see what happened over a period of days, 12/25, 12/26, 12/27, through January 1st, according to the times of when each event happened on each one of those days between those devices?
So Trooper Nicholas Guarino did the MacBook extraction and analysis. Are you asking specifically about location data?
No, I'm talking about the data that was gleaned from the MacBook Gray and, for instance, the data that you gleaned from the iPad, from the iPhone mini.
I did not compare the two, if that's what you're asking.
Would you agree with me, Trooper Keefe, that if you lined up all of the data that showed what happened on those two devices, for instance, the information, the activity on the MacBook, and you combined it with the activity on the iPad, on the iPhone mini, the iPhone mini 13, that you would have a better understanding of exactly what was going on during the day of, for instance, 12/25/22 and 12/26/22, that would help you better understand the context of the information.
Objection.
Overruled.
There are two different devices. They'll be used at two different times.
Well, you used two different devices, used at two different times to compile your location data, didn't you?
Yes, for different days throughout that time frame.
Right. So it's not, the issue isn't two different devices, is it? It's the fact that you have two different devices operating on the same day. You actually can combine all the activity that happened on device A and with the activity that happened on device B and have a better understanding of what was going on.
I did not compare the two devices, sir.
So I hate to do this, Judge.
Yes,
Can we come to sidebar?
you may.
I think if I could quickly ask exhibit number 169 be brought up on this screen. Then, Trooper, you have your exhibit, your product is exhibit 161. You have that.
Yes.
Now we need to call off.
I think it was the last exhibit. Other two. It's the last exhibit.
168.
And may I approach your honor?
You may.
Well, it's going to be hard, Trooper. I'm presenting you with what's been marked Exhibit 168,
Okay.
characterized as the call log.
Yes, sir.
So just so the record's clear, 168 and 161 is before the witness right now? Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes, 161, 168.
Right.
And the text messages were introduced this morning as Exhibit 169. I'm going to ask you, Trooper, to look at Exhibit 161, page 2, record 16.
$161, page 2, record 16, sir?
Yes, Trooper.
Okay, yes,
Have that in front of you?
yes,
Is it fair to say that that's one of the references that you testified to yesterday, check a flight, JetBlue?
that is correct.
Now, I'm going to ask that in Exhibit 169, page 2, dated 12/25/22 at 11:54:05. The top of the page, you see that? Yes. Do you see that, Trooper?
Yes, sorry, yes,
At 11:54:05 a.m., the text message from number 8646 to phone number 7966, there's a message of, I haven't heard from you at all, correct?
correct.
And then I'm going to ask that, Trooper, you look at Exhibit 161 again, that you have, and look at page 2, record number 21.
Yes,
That's an entry at 12:09:24 p.m., and it is one of the searches you testified to yesterday regarding William Fastow, misspelled, William Fastow, D.C. Real.
correct.
And so then you go down to, I'm going to ask you to continue to look at, now, page 3 of Exhibit 161 at record 27 at 12:09:28 p.m. Looks like 4/10 of a second. And that is a search entitled William Fastow, D.C. Real Estate, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And now I'm going to ask you to look at what was marked as Exhibit 161, the call log, at page 11, record 137, a search dated at timed at 12:15 p.m.
Sir, that was Exhibit 168 as the call log.
Well, I've already messed
Exhibit
it up.
161.
I did. 168. 168.
Okay, I'm going to have to take it out of the binder here. It's stapled.
Take your time, and I
Okay.
apologize.
Okay, sir, could you go again with that?
Yes, absolutely. 168. At page 11, I'll call it record 137. Time-stamped 12:15?
Yes, 137.
Time-stamped 12:15 p.m., correct?
December 25th, 2022, 12:15 p.m., yes.
And that, from the call log, that indicates some interaction between the two devices, and that Exhibit 168 has to do with phone ending in 8646 and phone ending in 7966, correct? Assigned to Brian Walsh and Anna Walsh, correct?
Yes,
And there is a 1 minute, 23-second call between those two phones, correct?
yes,
We don't know the content, do we?
I do not.
Okay. And then as you continue to proceed in this relevant time period, you go to Exhibit 161 again at page 3, record 35.
Yes.
And that is a search conducted at 12:22:06 p.m., correct?
Yes.
And the search is Anna Walsh, Tishman Spear. Is that right?
Yes.
Now we get, say on Exhibit 161 for the next 5 requests, 161, page 4, record 43. Timestamp 12:28:57.
Yes.
Search Christmas Day plane crash.
That's correct.
Same exhibit 161, dated 12/25/22, same time period, page 4, record 50. I'm sorry, record. Yeah, I'm right. Record 50.
Would you like to read the content, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Number 50, December 25th, 2022, 12:31 p.m. Jeff Chad Tishman Spire.
Right.
Cyper.
Now just keep going down. Exhibit 161, 12/25/22, page 4, record 53.
Anna Walsh found dead.
12:45:47, correct?
Yes.
And once again, I think you just told the jury, Anna Walsh found dead. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And as we continue to go down, the next is Exhibit 161, page 5, record 57, at 12:46:10 p.m.
Yes.
And it's a search for Jeff Chod, C-H-O-D.
Correct.
Now, I'm going to ask you to look at Exhibit 168 at page 11, record 132. Timestamp 12:57 p.m.
Yes.
It indicates a phone call between these two phones
Yes.
that lasted 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yes, it's an outgoing call from the device ending in 8646 to the number 7966 Anna New.
Okay, and you don't know what they were talking about, if they were talking at all. You just know that there was a call that lasted 4 minutes and 45 seconds between those two phones at that time.
Correct.
And then if you'll go back to, I'm sorry, if we could have page 2 on the exhibit 169 for 12:57:26. And the entry is, as seen on the screen, my flight got canceled driving up. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So just stopping there. Between 11:52, we started with 11:52, exhibit 161. We're now down at the time period of 12:57. Is it fair to say that what looks like is that Anna Walsh, at least Anna Walsh's phone, texted the phone assigned to Mr. Walsh and told and texted, my flight got canceled and I'm driving up?
Yes.
And before that, those texts that you read to the jury, where they're entered, Anna Walsh found dead, are plane crash, correct? The ones you testified to just a moment ago? Those searches, they appear to be searches to see if some harm came to Anna Walsh, correct?
Again, I can read the context. I don't know the content of the search.
But did you consider that in your investigation of the case when you looked at all this data together?
That specific search and text message?
All this data together that you just now told the jury about. Did you look at all that data together at one time, like we've just done for the jury, and created a context for all of those communications in those 3 different sources of information? Did you ever do that?
What 3? The call log, 3 sources? I'm not sure what.
Did you do it?
I've looked at all 3 of them multiple times.
Did you ever look and compare them and see that there were searches that looked like someone was concerned about harm that may have come to Anna Walsh, and then when Anna Walsh texted and said, my flight got canceled, none of those alarming texts occurred out of it?
Objection.
As to the characterization,
Yes.
sustained.
Did you see, I understand. Did you see any other text after the 12:57 text from Anna Walsh's phone saying, my flight got canceled driving up? Did you see any text after that where there were any searches about plane crash or is Anna Walsh dead or anything like that? You didn't see anything like that, did you?
I would have to review them again, sir.
I want to ask you to look at Exhibit 168, beginning at page 11, record number 129. What is that time stamped?
You said 168?
Exhibit 168. I'm sorry, Trooper.
No,
168, record, I'm looking at record 129, page 11.
Sorry, what was the line again, sir? Sorry.
That's okay. Do you see on page 11 a call that lasted 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds?
Yes,
An
I do.
outgoing call. Do you see that?
I do, sir.
And that is a 1 hour, 22 minutes, 33 second call that's an outgoing call from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Correct?
Correct.
And then do you see another call on page 11 that lasted 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 37 seconds?
On page 11, sir?
Yes?
3 hours? I do.
If you do not, you can say that.
I do not see a call.
Do you see a call that lasts 6 minutes and 5 seconds? On page 11.
Yes, I do.
And then do you see another call that lasted 1 hour, 27 seconds and 27 seconds and 07 seconds? Do you see that? And that call originated on the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
I'm not sure what. Can you repeat that?
Yes. Do you see a phone call that lasted 1 minute, 27 seconds?
On page 11, sir?
Yes.
I do not.
Then this might be a good time to stop.
Okay, we'll take a break. There's, have a nice morning, everybody.
All rise, please. Jurors, close your notebooks. Follow me.
1 hour.
I know.
Would you say you just went around to get to the break?
Yeah, look at this. First, I'm going to apologize, but would you tell us, Trooper, that Exhibit 168, the call, that call log is arranged beginning at late dates going to early dates, correct? It starts at January 3rd, 2023.
Yes, it starts January 3rd, 2023 to December 25th, 2022.
And all of the other two documents that we're using, the Exhibit 169 and 161, those all start with the earlier dates and proceed, correct?
Yes, those are in ascending. This one looks like it's descending order.
Okay. So now that I understand that, hopefully I won't confuse you. So here we go. So now, starting with Exhibit 168 at page 11, record 129, occurring at 1:40.10 p.m. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
That's a call that lasted 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds, correct?
Correct.
And it was a call that originated on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh.
Yes, it was an outgoing call to the number ending in 7966, Anna New.
Okay. Staying on that document, page 11, record 126, time stamped at 3:02:37 p.m. There's a call that lasted 6 minutes and 5 seconds.
Correct.
And once again, it originated from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, correct?
Correct.
Now, go to page 10, record number 124, an event happening at 4:11:06 p.m. There's a call that lasted 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 7 seconds.
Correct.
Now, that call originated from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, correct?
Yes, that is an incoming call.
Are you aware of the fact, based on your involvement in the case, that Anna Walsh, her flight was canceled and she wound up driving up from D.C. to Cohasset?
On December 25th, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
And would it be accurate to say that during this time frame that we've just talked about, these 3 calls, that's when Anna Walsh is driving from D.C. to Cohasset?
Yes, that could be inferred from that.
So it appears from these records that during this time frame, then, that after her flight's canceled, and her phone is texting the phone assigned to Brian Walsh saying, my flight was canceled, I'm on my way, that they're having no less than 3 phone calls between themselves, at least between their phones, as she drives home.
Yes.
And then, if you can, look at the screen, and I'm referring to page 2, and the text time-stamped 6:37:46 p.m. on 12/25. It looks like Anna Walsh, or the phone assigned to her, texts, I'm an hour and a half left.
Correct.
And then as you continue on Exhibit 169, at page 3, time-stamped 7:26:02, it appears that that phone texts an image of a car to Brian Walsh, correct?
Correct.
Or at least the phone assigned to him. And the photo looks like it's a photo of a Porsche.
Yes.
And now if you refer to Exhibit 161 at page 14, record 193, time-stamped 8:28:12 p.m.
193, sir?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
That's one of those Autobahn searches, correct?
Correct.
Where it appears that someone's looking for a luxury car. Or at
Yes.
least searching the Autobahn for a car.
Yes.
If we go now to Exhibit 169, and we're looking at page 3, We see a text that timestamped 10:34:50 p.m.
Yes.
And it involves a property listing at Zillow.
Correct.
And if you scroll down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 texts, all of those texts, encompassing page 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, they continue to be texts regarding Zillow postings for property, correct?
Yes, they all appear to be text sent from the number ending in 7966, assigned to Anna Walsh, to 8646, about properties.
And those properties are all situated in or around the greater D.C. area or Baltimore, correct?
Yes.
And do you know, officer, from your involvement in this case, about what time Ms. Walsh arrived in Cohasset when she drove up from D.C.?
On the 25th?
Yes.
I do not know.
If I told you that she arrived sometime around 8 or 8:30 in the evening, does that sound accurate to you based on your review of all the data?
Sounds reasonable.
So it would appear that all these Zillow listings we just referred to that are occurring sometime around 10:30 p.m. on 12/25 through 10:58, it appears that he's already home. Anna Walsh is already back home, and she's texting on her phone to a phone assigned to Brian Walsh all of these listings, correct?
Yes.
Now we're referring you to what's been marked Exhibit 168, the call log. I'm going to refer you to record number 114 at page 10. And it shows that there was some type of phone connection for 5 minutes and 19 seconds between the phone assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, and to the phone assigned to Brian Walsh.
Correct.
And we can go down and just follow that on page 9, record number 112. We see a 36-minute phone call between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh. Correct?
Correct.
Once again, you don't know what the content of the phone call was, but that's what it appears, that there was a 36-minute phone call between them.
Yes.
And we continue to go down. Page 9, record 106. Now there's a 21-minute phone call, correct?
Yes.
Now we're on Exhibit 161. Now we're on a different date. We're on the next date. December 27th of 2022. I'm going to refer you to record number 316, page 22. You recognize that entry on Exhibit 161?
What was the page number, sir? Sorry, I put the 168 down.
That's fine. Page 22, record number 316.
Okay.
You see that?
I do.
It occurred at 6:57:46 a.m., correct?
Yes.
That's that reference you were asked on direct examination yesterday, that reference to all my exes, correct?
Yes.
And then on the same day, and now we're looking at Exhibit 168, the call log. We're going to refer you to page 9 and ask you to look at record 104. They begin a series of phone calls, 3 phone calls, 10 minutes and 43 seconds, 1 minute and 1 second, a third one, 26 minutes and 21 seconds, all originating from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, to Anna Walsh. Do you need me to tell you exactly what the records are? I apologize.
Yeah, could you go again with the record number, sir?
Yes. 104,
Okay.
102, and 100.
Okay, yes.
Okay. And then there is, at record 98 on page 8, 98 at page 8, there's a 23-minute phone call.
Correct.
And that originated from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
Correct.
Now, I want to refer you to now the text messaging that's been entered as Exhibit 169 at page 7, and it's timestamp 10:59:32 a.m. And it appears that the phone assigned to Anna Walsh texts, "When can they have the thing signed?" Do you see that?
I do, sir.
And immediately following that, in the call log, Exhibit 168, is a phone call that lasts 6 minutes from the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh. And it originated from Anna Walsh's phone, didn't it not?
I'm just checking the call log now, sir.
You see that?
I see the text, but I don't see the specific call you were referring to in the call log, sir.
Okay. Let me try to give you page 8,
Yep.
record number 96, time stamped at 11:05:17 a.m.
Page 8, 98 on this one has a different time and date, sir.
All right, what is it? Just tell the jury what it is.
This one is December 27, 2022, 10:41 a.m. That's number 98 on
Okay.
this one.
And it lasts for 23 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yes.
Go on down to now, page 8, record number 96 on the same exhibit, 11:05:17 a.m. A phone call that lasts 6 minutes and 54 seconds.
Correct.
Now, we're going to jump down a little bit, and at Exhibit 169, the text messages, on page 8, a text message timestamped at 6:36:44, there's a text that reads, "Did they sign?"
Yes, I see that.
And then you see a text following that, the very next text, timestamped at 6:39 p.m. in Exhibit 169, and it looks like it originates from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, and she says, "I emailed Stephen to see if he helped with the paperwork," correct?
Yes.
And then as we go through these text messages, the next text message is the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. "She said they signed." That's the text message.
Yes.
Then the same phone texts immediately thereafter, "Let's get this deal done."
That's correct.
And then there's a text from Anna Walsh, apparently, or the phone assigned to her immediately thereafter, "Did she text you?" You see that?
Yes, I do.
Then the phone assigned to Brian Walsh says yes. And then the next text is on page 10 at 6:39:36. Anna Walsh texts, at least her phone does, "I didn't see it."
Yes, correct.
And then a few seconds later, that phone texts, "Great."
Yes.
And then that same phone assigned to Anna Walsh at 6:40 texts, "Let me have Stephen confirm and I'll Venmo them."
Yes, correct.
And then there's a text that says, "Great," from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Then immediate text about an hour and a half later that says, "Hello." And that's at page 11 on Exhibit 169 at 8:03:04.
Correct, yes.
So based on your investigation and based on your review of this data, that series of texts where they're talking about a deal and Venmo and everything else, it appears to you, doesn't it, that they were involved in the sale of property or something? Is that fair to say?
It appears they were looking at
conclusion? Oh, withdrawn.
You can answer.
It appears they were looking at properties and possibly have sold the property or something based off those text messages.
Did you, as one of the investigators in the case, did you have any assignment to go try to explore what this sale was?
I did not.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Trooper. You're assigned to the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
There's a number of other troopers that are assigned to that office specifically to investigate serious felonies, allegations of serious felonies, correct?
That is correct, sir.
And is it fair to say that, I think earlier in cross-examination testimony, you said that you collaborate, you talk to each other, you
Correct.
share information, correct?
Yes.
And so one of the reasons you share information amongst your fellow troopers that are assigned to the district attorney's office is so you can all learn more about the case and make a better understanding of what the data means and what the information you're getting might mean, correct?
Yeah, we collaborate, share information about any investigation going on.
Based on your collaboration with your fellow troopers in connection with this case, are you aware of any one of your fellow troopers assigned to investigate this case that ever went out and tried to determine the nature of that sale of property that we just went through based on the information that's in these three different sources of information?
I believe so.
Okay. And do you know what the sale of property was?
I don't know the details of it.
Do you know where the property was that was sold?
I believe the North Shore somewhere.
Do you know how much it involved?
I do not.
Do you know whose name that property was in?
I do not.
Do you know where the proceeds went, the proceeds of the sale went?
No, sir.
Okay. I want to ask you, refer to Exhibit 169 on the screen. It'll be at page 11, a text time-stamped at 8:03:04 p.m. And there is a text coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh that says, hello.
Yes.
It's followed by a text that says, from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, phone died.
Correct.
There's a text that immediately follows that, indicates a screenshot of a phone.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then a text that immediately follows, literally, that's the word that's used. And that's coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
Yes.
And then a text that follows about 2 minutes later, coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, where he simply says hello.
Yes.
Then an immediate text after that from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Do you need a new phone?
Correct.
And then there is that text where it appears at 6:18:55 a.m. at page 14 on Exhibit 169, where Brian Walsh, the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, is texting location data to 1001 Connecticut Avenue, Northwest, a Verizon store.
Yes, it appears to be an address to a Verizon store.
Okay, and that's what we talked about a little bit before, right?
Right, yes.
But now we have it in context, don't we? We realize that there's text going back between these phones of Anna Walsh's phone seem to not be working right, and then the phone assigned to Brian Walsh finds the location of a store and sends it to you.
Yes.
And if you just keep going down those texts, the next text, the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, she says, thank you, right?
Yes.
Okay, now we're changed to the next date. 12/28/22, we're looking at Exhibit 169, and there's a series of texts that begin at 7:10:59 a.m. on page 14, and the phone assigned to Anna Walsh says, we'll work from home today, correct?
Correct.
And then there's a text that follows 3 minutes later from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, says, feel better.
Correct.
And I mean, from reading those texts, it would suggest that Anna Walsh wasn't feeling well, and she was working at home, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a text immediately thereafter from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh saying, let me get the boys ready. Correct?
Yes.
As we scroll through these texts, the text at page 16, timestamp 7:15:15 a.m., there's a text, comes from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, says, love you. Correct?
Could you scroll down a little further, please?
Page 16, timestamp 7:15:15 a.m.
Yes, correct.
And then immediately thereafter, there is a text, page 16, immediately following that text, coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, and she says, love, or the phone says, love you too.
Correct.
The phone assigned to Brian Walsh says, I will get you a plunger. Correct?
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, and a Porsche.
Yes.
The phone assigned to Anna Walsh says, haha.
Correct.
Then Anna Walsh phone says, thank you.
Yes.
The phone assigned to Brian Walsh says they both start with P.
Correct.
Do you think that phone is referring to the Porsche and the plunger?
Yes, sir.
And then Anna Walsh, the phone anyway, responds, I'll take care of the plunger. You just get the Porsche. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then there's a couple of texts back and forth saying, ha ha, ha ha. Right?
Yes.
Immediately thereafter, at about an hour and a half later, same exhibit, 169, page 20, at 9:26:13 a.m., from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, there's a screenshot of a Porsche, correct?
Yeah, it appears to be a vehicle. I don't know if it's a Porsche or not, sir.
Okay. And then there's a second text and another screenshot. And can you tell if it's of a Porsche?
Don't believe so based off the picture.
Okay. Then at 9:30, on 12:28, page 21, still the text, the phone assigned to Brian Walsh says hello.
Correct.
And about 3 hours later, the phone assigned to Anna Walsh texts back, fix the phone.
Correct.
She then continues, her phone does, SIM card died. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to jump down to the next text at Exhibit 169, page 22, timestamp 3/22/23, and it contains 3 more images of property, correct?
Could you scroll down, please? Thank you. Yes, sir.
And then there's a text of 3 movies being sent from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh. It's 3 movies, and if you can read the related data to those movies, does it indicate to you, based on your experience as a forensic digital specialist, that those movies have to do with the property postings?
Yes, could you scroll up a little, please? Just, okay, yeah, so they're attachments to a text, yes.
Okay. And then, right at the same time, there is a reference made to 3 family brownstone from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Then what happens is, on the call log, Exhibit 168 at page 6, record 66, there's a phone call between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh.
Record 66, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
And then when we go back to Exhibit 69, right in the same time frame, now there's text being exchanged between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh, including a text, looks good, then 1 minute. And the phones continue to text. And then there's another phone call that we can find at Exhibit 168, page 6, record 64. And it's a phone call between the phones assigned to them. So those phones are communicating together. I mean, we don't know what they're saying, right?
Correct.
And then if you go back to the text, we're still on the same day, 12/28. Now there's text about, from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, then the numbers work. It's a timestamp 3:50:19.
Yes.
Now there's a couple of phone calls that immediately follow that text. Phone calls between the phones assigned to Anna Walsh, and that's from Exhibit 168, first at page 6, record 62.
Yes, sir.
And then page 5, record 60.
Yes.
Then what happens? Same day, 12/28. On the call log, Exhibit 168, at page 5, record 56, there is a 21-minute, 47-second phone call between the two phones assigned to Anna Walsh and Brian Walsh.
Yes, incoming call from 7966, assigned to Anna Walsh.
And then about 30 minutes later, another phone call, this time originating from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, that's for 15 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yes.
If you continue to scroll through the text messages that are contained in Exhibit 169, and I want to refer to page 30 and the text message timestamped 11:18 a.m., 11:18:10 a.m. You see the text coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh that said, it's incoming soon at 199K.
I do.
And the next text is, had 2 bathrooms, good shape.
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, offer 195K.
Yeah.
Response from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, probably. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Then immediately thereafter, a text that says, let's see what TJ says.
Yes.
And then there's a series of texts that immediately follow, okay. Then there's another Zillow posting. We're now at page 32 of Exhibit 169. And then there's a specific reference from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. They paid $80,000 in 2015, correct?
Yes.
And there's a second text, assessment at 4. What's that text say? At 11/21/31, page 32.
Assessment at 120K? 120K?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It sounds like the communications going on between these two phones is talking about the possible purchase of a new property, right?
Yes.
And that Zillow reference in Exhibit 169 at page 32 at 11/19/54, that Zillow reference is a property in D.C., isn't it?
Yes.
And then scrolling down to page 33, 11/21/50, we see a text, zesting at 175K.
Yes.
And what does zesting mean? Do you have any idea?
The estimate of the property?
Okay. And then the next text is, our unit is really 1820 square feet.
Correct.
All right, may we approach?
Yes?
As we continue with this series of texts, now we're on December 29th, page 33 of Exhibit 169. At 11:21:59, the phone assigned to Anna Walsh text, and this one as well.
Yes.
The next text from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, 13:20 above ground, 500 under.
Correct.
Do you have any idea what the reference or the context is for that text? 13:20 above ground, 500 under.
The possible square footage of the property?
Okay. And then the next text, coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, let's see how much work it needs. You see that?
Yes.
Then there's a text, are they renting it out?
Yes.
Then the next text, makes sense to take it down hard. Correct?
I see that, yes.
And then does it sound like to you, based on your investigation in this case, that there's a discussion going on about possibly buying a new property in or around the D.C. area?
Yes.
I want to go forward now to Exhibit 161. I'm going to focus you to page 54, record 804, occurring at 9:13:47 p.m. And there's a reference once again to the Mazda building in Washington. Oh, I'm sorry.
$804, sir?
Yes, record 804 at page 54.
Yes.
And exhibit 161.
Correct, yes.
Then returning now to the text of exhibit 169 on 12:30, page 40, a text occurring at 6:01:24 a.m. from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Flight on time? Question mark.
Yes.
From the phone assigned to Anna Walsh. Hi.
Yes.
Phone assigned to Anna Walsh. Next text so far.
Correct.
Next text, yes, from Anna Walsh's phone.
Correct.
Next text from Anna Walsh's phone. Boarding now.
Yes.
Next text from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. Great.
Correct.
Next text from Anna Walsh, signed, ha.
Correct.
Then the next text, immediately following that, from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, did you get test? And then the next immediate text that follows is the word rest.
Yes, correct.
Does it appear to you that the texter intended to say, did you get rest, and change text to rest?
Objection to conclusion.
Sustained.
Okay. Then the next text is awake early, I see, and that comes from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh.
Correct.
And at page 43 in Exhibit 169, the phone assigned to Anna Walsh simply says a little. And then that phone says, it was a big Thursday night. Do you see those texts?
I do, sir.
And those are at 6:02 a.m. on December 30th.
Correct.
As we scroll down to the text dated 12/30/22 at page 46, a text at 12:07 p.m., there's a text coming from the phone of Anna Walsh, and it includes 2 photographs, correct?
Yes.
And I believe the photographs are blurred, but based on your review, do these photographs include pictures of a female and a young child?
They did.
And the response from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh says, looking good.
That's correct.
Then immediately thereafter, I should say not immediately, but 3 minutes later, a text coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, and it includes another photo of, if you know, a female and a young child.
Correct.
And then a text from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, hanging out hard.
Correct.
If we move down to the text at 49, page 49, timestamped 1:26:49 p.m., there's a text coming from the phone assigned to Anna Walsh, and it appears to be a movie. Do you see that? It's timestamped 1:26:49 p.m.
Hold on one second, sir.
Sure.
Yes, there appears to be a movie attachment.
Okay, a movie attachment. I'm sorry.
Correct.
I should have been more clear. And then we see in the call log, Exhibit 168, at page 2, record number 20, record number 18, record number 16, they're all on page 2. We see a series of phone calls between the phones assigned to Brian Walsh and Anna Walsh. Do you see that? It's at all on page 2, records 20, 18, and 16.
Yes, I see those, sir.
Okay. And then back to Exhibit 169 at the relevant time period, about an hour later, at page 50, there is a text coming from the phone assigned to Brian Walsh that contains 7 photographs, correct?
Yes.
And if you recall, and I understand that the photographs are blotted out, but if you recall, they're photographs of a woman and a boy.
Yes, sir.
So what we have here, and what you've just described to the jury, is when we put all the data together from primarily 3 sources: the call log, the text messages, and the data from the work you did in extracting the data from the iPhone mini. We see that all of those data, when looked at, they help frame a picture of communications about buying property and selling property, shopping for a Porsche, trading pictures between each other, all in the time period encompassing December 25th, leading up to December 31st of 2022. Isn't that right?
This shows communication between Brian and Anna Walsh from December 25th through December 30th. We only went to the 30th, sir.
And to be fair, it shows communications between phones, data.
Yes.
time.
Text message, phone calls, communication between those 2 devices during that time period.
Trooper Keefe, you would agree with me, wouldn't you, that there's no such thing called iMessenger?
What do you mean?
Okay. You're familiar with Facebook, correct?
Yes.
And Facebook has a communication or texting app associated with it, and it's called Messenger, correct?
Facebook Messenger, correct?
It's not called iMessenger.
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
And then you're familiar with text messaging that originated with Apple, and it's referred to as iMessage, right?
Yes.
And it's not referred to as iMessenger, is it?
Not that I'm aware of.
And it is possible, isn't it, to receive Facebook Messenger postings on someone's phone from someone's Facebook account if that person, the holder of the Facebook account, permits that person to see their Facebook Messenger communications.
Depends where you got the data from, sir.
Okay. You did not find anything on the Apple iPhone 13 mini of any Facebook Messenger postings between Anna Walsh and a person named William Fastow.
Specifically Facebook Messenger
Yes.
between those two? On the iPhone 13 mini?
Yes.
Not that I recall.
You did see, didn't you, a Facebook communication on that iPhone mini between Anna Walsh and a man named Michael Redmond on December 25th of 2022. Didn't you?
I would have to see the documents here.
Can you please?
I think I'm going to have to come inside with this.
Okay. Why don't we go?
So may I approach you, Your Honor?
You may.
I'm just going to ask you, Trooper, have you seen that in your examination of the iPhone Mini 13? Of the iPhone 13? And if you haven't, that's fine.
I can't tell what device this was extracted from, sir.
So it is fair to say, though, that when you examined the iPhone Mini, you never saw any communications involving Anna Walsh and William Fastow, correct? On the iPhone Mini.
Any communication whatsoever under
Between the two of them.
specific application? This was the iPhone 13 mini?
Yes.
Can you clarify? I'm not sure what you're asking.
On the iPhone Mini that we've been talking about today. And I thought you just answered it. You did not see any communications between Anna Walsh and William Fastow first, let's say, with Facebook Messenger.
Not that I recall.
And of course, one of the, well, before I ask that question, so you don't recognize that.
This what you just handed me? I can't authenticate where this came from. I don't know what device it came from. I can't speak to that.
Then at this time, I'll just have it marked for ID, if I could.
We'll mark it for identification. Are we at K?
L.
No. Oh, geez. All right.
How about L?
Thank you. What is it?
So, now, look, you said to my question, you said, I don't recall if you saw communications on the iPhone Mini between Anna Walsh and William Fastow using Facebook Messenger.
Correct.
You don't recall.
I don't.
Well, of course, in the nature of this case and the fact that you are assigned to the Norfolk County DA's office, and it would be pretty important, wouldn't it, if in fact you found messaging that was between Anna Walsh and William Fastow on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. That'd be pretty important stuff, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And as you sit here today, and I ask you a very simple question, did you see any Facebook Messenger messages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow? You said, I don't recall. But that'd be right, that's what you said.
Yes.
You would agree, that's It's pretty important. That would be pretty important evidence if you found that on that phone, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And you would agree that with regards to Apple iMessages, the text message, you didn't find any iMessages appearing on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, iMessages between Anna Walsh and William Password, correct?
No.
And of course, in the context of this case, that would be pretty important evidence. If you found any communications, whatever form, on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh, communications between Anna Walsh and William Fastow, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And the other thing you did not find is any evidence of deleted messages using Facebook Messenger on the iPhone, the Mini.
I would have to take a look, sir. I don't recall specifically.
Okay, but once again, that software you use, whether it be Celebrite or Magnet Gray Axiom, it's able to detect deleted materials. In fact, that's one of the forensic tools, one of the forensic reasons it's used, to see if there's deletions of data that might be important to a case, correct?
Well, it all depends. The software that company has published at the time, the software the device is running. So never do they get all the data extracted from a device. So the deleted data may never be parsed out and read.
Okay, well,
There's a lot of factors that go into that.
but if you wanted to find messages, whether they be Facebook Messenger or Apple iMessages, between Anna Walsh and William Fastow, and you thought it was, as you told us, it would be very important evidence to find, you would do everything you could as a forensic digital specialist to try to find them, wouldn't you?
Well, her device was never recovered, sir.
I'm sorry?
Her device was never recovered.
I'm talking about the phone assigned to Brian Walsh.
You just said messages on her device between.
If I did, I apologize, and I might very well have said that. So thank you for correcting me. Messages between Anna Walsh and William Fastow appearing on the phone assigned to Brian Walsh. That would be pretty important evidence, correct?
Yes.
And you would do everything you could as a digital forensic specialist to try to find that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
And just a minute.
You're done?
Just a minute. I think I'm finally done. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
The witness may step down.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you want to leave this stuff here?